All right, here we go. I'm going to talk about one of your favorite subjects, the Miami Heat. I did a segment on this a while back and got a lot of response. A lot of people responded to what was wrong with the Miami Heat. So I can call this What is Wrong with the Miami Heat Part 2. As many of you know, right now the Miami Heat, they're in the middle of a losing streak. And one thing about this streak is they've been losing close games at the end. Last second shots not going in. LeBron missed like four in a row. Uh, Game tying or potential winning shots. Wade missed a few. And so now everybody's off the Heat's bandwagon and saying this team is fatally flawed. Well, I'm going to look at some things and go into what actually is wrong with the Miami Heat and how they can turn this thing around. Some of you, if you've been following my blog, The Truth in Sports by MRJ.com, you know I'm not a big Spolestra fan. So I'm not going to talk about Spolestra tonight. I'm responding to a loss to the Portland Trailblazers at home, where the Heat really they trailed most of the game, even though it was a game that stayed basically within 5 points almost the whole game. The Heat just couldn't get over the hump. And let's look at why. Looking at the numbers, you see the stat lines from LeBron and Wade. It looks like they had exceptional games. Both of them shot over 50%. LeBron had 11 rebounds and 8 assists to go along with 31 points. Wade had 38 points. Um, but the supporting cast, and this is something that I felt like would be one of Miami's strengths, because Spolstra early on was playing LeBron with the bench players. And the bench was actually doing extremely well with LeBron playing with them. I don't know if he's gone away from that strategy or if he's not leaving him in the game long enough to really play with LeBron. I don't know what's going on, but the bench tonight, as an example, scored 8 points, and I think Portland's bench had about 40. Tonight, Bosh was 3 for 11 from the field, and I think he had like 4 rebounds. And Mike Miller, the specialist, can knock down the three, and he was 1 for 7 from the field. So part of the problem is the supporting cast has not been coming through. But then again, even without your supporting cast, I felt like with Wade and LeBron both clicking on all cylinders, that they would still win this game. But it is a team sport, and if Bosh doesn't come to play, or if Wade doesn't come to play, it seems like they have a hard time winning. LeBron has been pretty consistent the whole year, except that first month of the team coming together. But since then, he's been pretty much uh, consistent. And if you go over his numbers, he's probably averaging over the last 3 months, probably he's averaging, about 30 points a game, probably, with probably 9 rebounds, 9 assists, something up in that area. So, what's the problem? How do they fix this thing? Well, they have the Lakers coming in, and that's one thing that can turn their seasons around if they can band together and find a way to blow out the Lakers at home, much like Christmas Day. Everybody was anticipating that matchup, and this would be great for them since the Lakers are clicking on all cylinders right now. They have Andrew Bynum in the lineup. He was in the lineup before, but he was a little gimpy. But now that he's healthy, if the Heat would, go out and destroy the Lakers, that would really get a lot of people off their back. But will that fix their problems, just beating the Lakers? I think that would be a big confidence boost and get them back to playing ball. And somehow they have to get their bench going. I don't know who Spoelstra's going to have to go with. Eddie House has not been playing lately. Um, I don't know, maybe put him back in the lineup. But something has to give, because the last thing you want going into the playoffs is not having confidence. And right now, I don't care what they say. They can say this is not the playoffs or whatever, but if you find yourself in a situation where you're not winning and it's almost like you can't win, oh yeah, your confidence becomes shaken. And as far as the Heat crying, I mean, I don't know if that matters or not, whether they cried or some of the players was crying. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I mean, hey, the guys wanted to win and they felt like crying, whatever. But I know it doesn't look good. So I'm supposed to give you some wisdom on why the Heat will turn this thing around and be a force to reckon with. And, I can honestly say, I don't know if they'll turn it around. I can't even come up here and give you some real knowledge because right now losing can become a habit. But they came out of that 9-8 hole at the beginning with a signature win against Cleveland, and so maybe that's what it'll take against the Lakers, and maybe they'll roll off. Maybe they'll win the rest of their games after beating the Lakers on Thursday. But that it will take something like that to really get this team back on track. Um, because really, when I look at it, think about it, um, I don't know what else they can do. Because when your stars are playing and they're performing, and you're still losing. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what else you can do. And you know, I'm about ready to throw Bosch under the bus. I'm about ready to throw him under the bus, man, because he's had quite a few of these games during this stretch where the infamous game where he went 1 of 18. Another game he didn't shoot well at all. This game he's 3 of 11, and he's jump shooting. He's taking mid-range jump shots, and he's their power forward. And I don't know. This is not looking good for the Heat. So I thought I'd be able to come up here and give you some wisdom, but hey, it looks like the proof is in the pudding. We'll see how it all plays out. So this is Mike James again with the Truth in Sports by MR James or MRJ.